Hey, yeah, I'm just driving to head to Texas, so I'm gonna stop in somewhere in. I think it's gonna be. I might stop in Louisiana actually. I'm just trying to outrun a lot of. Just had a weather warning on my computer to say severe weather behind me. Seems to be tornado. Georgia's under a tornado watch. I don't know if it's drastic weather. But oh, listen, those Tesla pickup trucks. They look so weird. No, I'm just heading towards Louisiana, I think. At least I can stop there tonight. I need to use their Wi-Fi. I need to do my washing. Um, got stuff to do, and then that way, then in the morning I can just cut across I-10 to Houston, Texas. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Sod it. I'm gonna go down to Louisiana. Stay there tonight. Down in Cajun country. But this is where am I? Tuscaloosa. I'm gonna be coming up on Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's just that it's like if you went back there, God, it is so black. That clouds were coming over so quick. This is I-20, so this is just put your foot down and go. But that was some crazy weather. I think I stop in. Yeah, I think I stop at Reserve, which is that is built on a swamp. Our well, most of like that area is built on swamps. So I'll be come up on New Orleans, and then you turn right just before New Orleans and carry on down because there's a ditch thing that runs along one of the sides of our OC, and there's been a couple of times where there's been like a I don't know if it's just the same one, but there's an alligator that lives in that ditch. It's just I mean it goes along for a while, but obviously once that area gets flooded, stuff gets moved around. But I don't think I want to scrap one of those suckers. But it always says it's like wow, look at the weight of this coil of steel on the back of this trailer. Those things weigh like about 15 tons, 16 tons. Now he's done it suicidal way because the problem is if those straps break, and there's been one on YouTube that's shown it, when those straps break and that 15-ton or whatever it is, 20-ton coil comes flying through that cab obviously can't stop it. So it's that guy's on for a bad day. Normally they turn him the other way, but that one's been put on their suicide way, as they call it, because it is suicide if that thing gets let loose. Whether it goes backwards or forwards, wherever that hits is gone. So I don't think I'd like to play with that. But hopefully I can get back to the office there. I should have done all my washing stuff last night, but I just couldn't be asked. I just couldn't be asked. I went out and I thought, sod it. I stopped at a steakhouse and got myself a steak and everything because I just couldn't be bothered to mess around. And then it started raining, and then it was just like, ugh. So I need to do it today, really, or I could do it in Houston. I don't know. Just very indecisive. I just want to stop in about hour and a half, hour and three quarters. There's a place. It's real cheap fuel on here. And I can make it because I'm empty. So the truck's empty, so it's not burning much fuel. So I think I get there, get refueled, get moving. Yeah, because I got to set that. I got to set my iPad up, but I need a better Wi-Fi. The one that I was trying to use last night in Atlanta was just rubbish. And in order for it to update from my phone, you need a Wi-Fi. I don't keep a Wi-Fi in here, but I can see myself getting something related to a Wi-Fi in here. But that iPad is so light. They used to be so lumpy and heavy, but this thing, you pick it up and it's... I hope it's not just the shell. Yeah, that would be funny coming from AT&T. Just an iPad, just a shell. Yeah, I don't think I'd be laughing there really. I just want to get that updated, and then I can just have an easy 3 or 4 days of not having to go cracking along or anything. That way, then all that stormy weather seems to be going more east and north. So if I can slow down behind it and just let it do whatever it's doing. I know it's got like severe flooding everywhere and things like that. But now it's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's 84 degrees. What is that, Tolga, in British terms? I know it's humid as heck. Because if Tolga's in it, it'll work it out. But I know it's going to be hot. It's going to be real hot. 84 degrees. Because for 10 o'clock in the morning, it's just a humidity. And that's which means reserve is. I don't know if I want to stop in reserve tonight. I don't know. I'll work it out, no doubt. Popeye's chickens. Have you ever had that before? It's like KFC, but way better. Tuscaloosa coaling. I've been to that coal site. It's weird seeing a coal mining outfit here in Alabama. Okay, I don't know if that truck's letting me out. I don't know what he wants to do. Come on, come back over to me. Okay, you stay in that lane then. But there's a lot. I've seen a lot of state troopers along here. As soon as I got onto it, you see state troopers. And you don't want to get caught in that lane. But he's just going to sit there and hold up the traffic now. But I'm about an hour and 20 minutes from the Mississippi border. It won't take long to get there because, like I said, this is just put your foot down and go. Is that car going to let him in? Go on. Go truck yourself. Oh, yeah. On that trailer in front of me, over on the right hand side, it says, go truck yourself. Oh, it's childish, I know. But it just makes me laugh. Trivial but funny. And I wonder if we could speed up a bit in the middle, because that other truck's starting to catch him up. But this is Tuscaloosa. Because they rebuilt all of this road structure. Did a good job. I mean, it took them bloody long enough. Comes out of the guy with that big car. This is crazy. Just going to drive at the same speed. It just makes me mad. And now that truck on the left's going to start slowing down because he's got such a heavy weight on it. Oh, thank goodness. Right. You go. Now that car just needs to speed up and get out of the way. Then everyone's happier. Oh, I bloody. Oh, I remember there was there an Indian restaurant? I think there's an Indian restaurant, if I remember rightly. There certainly was a couple of years ago. Where the bloody hell did I see that along here? God, buggering hell. I swear there was one. Because as soon as you cross from here, from Alabama into Mississippi, oh, where was it? It's once I get in, I mean, this is Alabama, and then I get into Mississippi. There is, I swear there's an Indian restaurant. Sod it, I might try it. My friend was telling me about it, saying that he had seen an Indian restaurant in this place. I just wonder how sketchy it is if you go in there, though. Oh God, I don't know if I can work it out where it is. I might attempt it. See if it tastes like a proper. Well, mind you, it's been years since I've had an Indian bloody curry. I like the mild curries. I don't like the hot stuff because that's just pointless. Bloody blows your head off, and it's like, why on earth did I just eat that? I like the mild ones. I think it's like a madras or something like that. Is the milder ones? They're for a horse box. Get in there, Meridian. Yeah, that's where I'm stopping is Meridian because that's got some cheap fuel. Try and get there and just fill up the tanks. But this is really cheap. It's like about $2, like $2.90 a gallon, $2.80, which is cheap compared to the prices been used to all that time. But so goodbye Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And now I just think it's can't remember now. Don't think there's anything else much along here. Just run. Seeing lots of trucks pulled today. Coppers seem to be busy today. Busy getting their quota in of stock truck drivers. It's crazy. I wonder if I park. See, there's more on the left-hand side up here. See the blue flashing lights? Let's see if it's state trooper or sheriff. He is. No, that's state trooper. But I hope everybody's day's going well, because it's if there's anybody in for England, it's 10:22 here, so this is Alabama, so this is Central. So you must be like 4:22. I can't remember whether you're ahead of me, Tolga, or don't know how many. What to do? What to do? What to do? I can't remember what the traffic's like in the mornings from bloody Reserve to flipping Houston. It's generally busy. Or if I headed towards Houston, I'd be a hell of a way there. Yeah, no, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what to do. All I do know is diesel is expensive. I know they're talking about putting that bloody opening up the Federal Reserves of that stuff, which is just stupid. I hope his fuel price is right there in a minute, because I've never now seen it as cheap as that, you know? Oh, I know what I've got to drink. My orange juice. Yay. I just realised. When the clouds are starting to burn up, it's going to be nice. What did I say? Bloody 590. Um, 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 um. So if I shut down, mm, oh, squashed armadillo. Oh, your vultures arrive shortly. Because these vultures are like pretty flipping big. Don't know if anybody's seen a vulture up close, but they're not small. Ugly little bastards as well, but they're certainly not small. You can tell summer's coming. I mean, look at these trees. You got the proper leaves and stuff. Winter time, it looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look fun. Looks cold and whatever, you know. Thank goodness the summer's coming, but these tornadoes that keep dropping is just they've started early. I think it's going to be a long tornadic time, you know. But whoever's in here, good morning. Yeah, still morning here. 10:30. The sun has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! Starting to come out, thank goodness. Bloody truck drivers, or dirty habits of truck drivers. They just ruin it for all of us. Mm. 50 miles to Mississippi. Knoxville. Yeah, that's not Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Knoxville, Alabama. Oh, there's some big bugs hitting this windscreen, and they are like, ugh, I don't know. They just end up a right mess, and they're flying off right across my windscreen. Dirty sods. Oh, where's the sign for? Oh, Mississippi. That's by the bloody. God, this air is hot. I got my arm out the window, and this head. God, you wouldn't believe how warm this feels. I think it's. I don't know if there's much difference between inside and outside. That's pretty warm. Oh, what do you use the toilet? Oh, I have to find a rest area. Oh, God, itchy head. I must have nits. Not really. Bloody head's itchy, you know. I think I keep this up for until I get to Meridian, because that way then I want to go ahead, grab a shower, because I'm going to be there for like 11:15, which would be great. Straight in there, get a shower, get a cup of coffee, get the last bits back of my time, and then just work out where I'm going to stop for the night, which depends on the weather. Actually, that's what I need to check, is what the weather's doing, because I don't want to get caught up in this junk that's behind me. But hopefully you got some better weather over there at the moment. It can't be raining like it is here all the time. Got itch in my bloody arm. Utah. It was a flat, yeah. Okay, sod it. I'm gonna take my break here. So I get the rest of my clock back. There's the Loves on the left, so I'm gonna get some chicken tenders, because they've got a flipping Justice Chicken here. They do the most wicked chicken tenders, boneless tenders. I bet that. I swear to God, I better go in there, and they're awful, because I haven't had them for flipping ages. and get a cup of coffee, have a 30-minute break. Those are going to Mexico. These vans. One pulling the other. They buy them up cheap at these auctions and take everything back into Mexico. Like the cars and the motorbikes, stuff like that, because they can make money on this. But this is one of the main arteries that goes down to Mexico, and you'll see them dragging all their stuff down. Be like one car towing two other cars. You know, you think, God, how's your brakes are supposed to stop that lot? It ain't practical. Chesters. So let me grab something quickly. Flipping craters in the road. Okay, is that a fire lane? I don't think so. Oh, bugger, I'm just going to park here. Let me just leave you lot to it a minute while I quickly grab something to eat. I will be about 3 or 4 minutes because they're pretty quick turnaround here. So if you lot can just look after the truck, if anybody attempts to take it, just shout at them, tell them to bugger off. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll be back in a mo. Right, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. And hold on. I've got some potato wedges. I love their potato wedges. Hey, Sean. Who else have we got now? I've got a load of people here, actually. Hold on, Belfast. You got... Oh, flipping neck. Potato wedges and what they call a biscuit, which we call a scone. I got... These are chicken tenders, because I like chicken. But I have to peel a lot of that flipping stuff off. But those are 3 chicken tenders. Look at the size of that. It is literally a chicken. Then I thought, sod it. I got a, because I'm not eating for the rest of the day. I bought an actual cream cheese. What the bloody hell is it? Cream cheese and raspberry thing. So I'm having a bit of a binge today because I'm just going to run all day. Then when I stop tonight, I don't have to eat or whatever. They're like KFC, that sort of stuff, you know. So, yeah, big up Belfast. Big up Bright. How you doing, mate? Libertarian. Mixie. Dodge. Who else is here? Oh, Belfast. Belfast, yeah. Toga. Oh, JPM. What I? Kenzie. Hello, young lady. You lot have been talking. God, blimey. You've been talking a lot, you lot. Bloody hell. Bruce Lee, chopping it up. Still got a load of you. You don't need to stop talking for a minute. Flatbed trucker, big up, sir. Let me just go right at the beginning. Aha, Vanda. Hello, young lady. Right, well, I'm going to be driving, so you're not going to have to carry on talking because I need to drive. It is so warm outside. My God. If I said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's hot outside. Now we're at 89 degrees, and Tolga can give you an update on that. And it's humid. Humid as hell. Yeah, so how hot is that, Tolga? That's at least 30 something. Cooking jack potatoes, sausages, bloody hell, burger, steak, salad, pizza. I'm going to feed the 5,000. Oh, can I see cheesecake? Bloody hell. I like cheesecake. I like cheesecake. Big time. Wow, there's enough wood on that flatbed in front that Belfast can finish his kitchen. Hmm. God, this road is rough. But hopefully everybody's day is going well. I know Belfast will be in the kitchen. He's just going to be cooking all day. Yeah. We're not too far now from the crossing into Mississippi. These chicken tenders are bliss. They do like 3. They're huge. I don't know who eats 5 or 7 of these suckers. I don't often buy food though from these truck stops because it's generally expensive trash, you know. But when it comes to Chester's chicken, I don't think any of them seem to get it up wrong. So I'm being lazy today and buying food pre-cooked. But I will be stopping at a Walmart tomorrow because I can sit down tonight, get myself a list made out of what I want for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because it's easy to, like I say, cook out in this heat. I just want a bit of sun as well. I might get some more shrimp actually. I like a lot of seafood. Whoa. Patching it up and patching it up. Now it's just breaking up. Oh. So what is everybody going to do today? Obviously, young Vander is cooking for 5,000. What's everybody else doing? God, I've had two of those tenders and that's enough. My God. Ugh. How the heck do people eat bloody 5 or 7 of those suckers? My God. Ugh. That is heavy food. My God. It's a state trooper on the left with their nice black GMC. What are those bloody things? Driver Task Force. What the heck? I thought it was a state trooper. That is a dumb driver. They just sat there in that lane, and everybody else is having to go undertake it. And that's what everybody else is doing because he won't get out of that lane. Dumbass. If you excuse my French, I just don't understand when all us truck drivers know that left lane is an overtaking lane. Why have we got to sit there? That's a dodgy one, that is. That's that stuff that goes like seriously cold, freezes. Um, Cryogenics. The cryogenics. I know they had a couple of years back in Georgia, near in Atlanta, somewhere outside of Atlanta, there was a factory, and one of those trucks was pumping that stuff into the tank, and um, the tank or the pipeline fractured. I don't know, you ain't heard me, but that truck I just went past, that was a cryo liquid, and that stuff's lethal. That's the ones where I don't. In England, I think like BOC, something like that, used to do all that stuff where it freezes. You got like thick ice on the pipes and stuff like that. One of those last year, 2 years ago, might even been 3 years ago actually. On the outskirts of Atlanta at some factory, one of those trucks was pumping the liquid into the tank, and the tank ruptured, and there was like, I think it was about 3 people died in it, 4 people. That it just went over them. They just froze. It just froze them solid. I don't know on earth what's that. How on earth that must be like. Can you imagine just living and breathing and stuff like that, and then suddenly freezing like that, and all your organs, and there was all hell let loose with that one. And I imagine there's probably still got lawsuits flying around over it now, because obviously the people would have got, they would have sued for their families and everything, you know. Then you got like the factory's gonna be liable for God knows whatever, because for the tank to rupture, that's somebody's fault. But there's a guy on YouTube here called TC Boggs. He does that stuff. I don't think I'd want to be around it. They generally use it in like hospitals and stuff like that, but that ain't my cup of tea. I mean, he seems to do well out of it. He's a company driver with them, but as a company position, he seems to do okay. So if you're over here in the US and you want to do that, yeah, go and look at it. I'm trying to think who he works for. I think it's KAG, Keegan Advantage, which is another huge tanking company in this country. Here, let me get behind this pickup truck. If you look at this pickup truck in front, can you see it's got like railway wheels on it? Hopefully you can all. Let me see if I can get closer. I got to be careful. If you look underneath, you can see, like, see where the tires are. You can see 2 small wheels. Well, it's got the same on the front, because that's a railway contract, and they will drive onto the rails, and those wheels will lift the vehicle up, and then they drive it on the rails, on the railway lines. I don't know if they got that over there, but they got loads of these vehicles like that: pickup trucks, lorries, diggers. They got normal wheels to drive around like here, and then they get on the track, and then that lifts them off the ground, or lifts those tires off the ground enough for it to be like a fancy train. A bit of useless information, just in case you ever get asked that question. I think, can't remember. I'll have to check on something. Okay, why has come back over here? It's more of those things are waiting. That other ones must have been broke down. These are all going to Mexico. They've obviously got a job lot or got them all at auctions. Generally, they'll fill up those things with anything like toys, bikes, you name it. Some of these vehicles are, and they'll pick up like, you'll get like how can I explain it? Like a class, a non-HGV. I don't know if they still do that in England. Like a non-HGV truck, and there'll be cars wedged in that, and there'll be something else wedged in the car boot. I mean, they try to get stuff in everywhere. But yeah, it's all going. It's like all a lot of the insurance write-offs, the cars when they get smashed up and things like that. Once the insurance adjuster goes through them and writes them off, you know, basically they're all going to Mexico. For whatever reason, they can make so much more money in Mexico with these car parts and whatever. But they always come along, and you'll always see cars being towed and signs on the back saying on tow, and you look at them and you know exactly who's driving them and where they're going. Because this road goes, oh yeah, that's why they do it, because they go out, probably out through El Paso. Because this road goes on for probably, this is I-20. God, this goes on for another 400 miles, something like that, 500 miles. Takes you into Dallas, and then from Dallas you jump on I-10, as if you're going to, is it I-10? I can't remember if it's I-10 or I-20, but it just goes out past Odessa, and then out that way. New Mexico, and then up to across to El Paso. Oof, bump in the road. Mm-hmm. Cool, you can't hear this, but this road is noisy. They've taken the top layer off with some machine. They're obviously going to resurface it, but it is noisy. Again, it's like a roar underneath my tires. Right, 20 minutes from Mississippi. I wonder if I get pulled into that way station. Shouldn't do, because I'm empty, so they shouldn't waste their time. Like I think I was saying yesterday or earlier on, where I stop and get fueled up down here in Meridian, which is Mississippi. When you come back out of there, I'm going to be going down 59. But on the left-hand side, you go past this huge, oh, bloody hell, Air National Guard. So you got like a ton of Chinooks there, all the like a lot of the big fueling planes. I mean, there's just masses of money's worth of these. I mean, it's just a big tanker area. And then if you carried on into Louisiana, that's where you got a lot of the B-52s. Because I came along there one day and one of those things took off and when came over the top of me. Those things are massive. and they take off weird. They don't sort of like go upwards. Oh, you need to see how a B-52 takes off. It takes off weird. It looks odd. And when you actually see one go across the front of you, fairly low, because I was obviously going past the airfield, you think, God, hurry up, because it's just going up like at this weird angle. It's sort of like it's level but going up. It's hard to explain. You just need to see it. Then you cross into once you cross into Texas from that side, which is that will bring you into like Dallas and out that way. Then you start coming across like Lord knows how many barbecue places and stuff like that, because the Texans are so proud of their barbecue stuff. I think I've only eaten barbecue though in Texas like twice. If I'm doing stuff like that, I'd rather do it myself, you know. But there's some pretty well-known ones by all accounts, and they have a big barbecue cooking competitions and stuff like that. It's a bit different. Or you could go to like Galveston. Galveston is, if you come out of Houston, I'm trying to think which way easiest way to Galveston. Galveston is where they have like a lot of the big long distance ships, because like cruises here is real big business, because you can go to like the Bahamas, you can go to so many places close, normally out of Florida, but you can go out of Galveston. And Galveston's got like a beach as well. I've not been to that beach, but I don't know how it stands up against like beaches in Florida and the likes. You go to the right. I mean, it's like if you go to a beach. I don't know if any of you lot are beachy people, but and not bitchy. I'm talking about beachy. um, I like Tampa, because you can walk in there and you can see the bottom of the thing, and you can see what you're going to stand on. You know, if it's a shark or something, at least you've got a fighting chance. You know. But it's just the clearness of that water. It's like tap water. The last time I saw that was like in the Mediterranean when I went to Malta, and you see like just the clearness of it. But yeah, I can happily sit on a beach for all day, every day. I like doing it, I like going around different stuff altogether, like, historical stuff, anything like that. But give me a beach, no problem. Just sit there catching the rays with 100+ spray on you, because I burn up pretty quick. That's why I got to spray myself with that to give myself a fighting chance. Oh, there's a dead armadillo again. Poor little bugger. See, Belfast boy, he likes cooking. Now, if he was out, he could deal with this roadkill like that armadillo. Because people eat armadillo, and I just, no. Maybe I'm just a basic eater. I'm not into the weird and wonderful stuff that people will eat. It's like Niggy ate that, that sheep's head thing or whatever it was. My God, I couldn't be, no. I don't want to be eating something that's staring at me, oh, throw my guts up, that would. Bloody hell. I can't believe that when he went on that holiday thing was so cheap. That was ridiculous. He went to, obviously, was it Morocco, I think he went to? And like that, well, I suppose it's not a bed and breakfast, bed and board, I suppose. Um, Did he say it was like about €2 a night or something silly like that? It's €5 a night. It was something absolutely daft. Oof. No, couldn't do it. I wouldn't mind trying, I suppose, trying camping out here as well, because you got like the place that I like, Jackal Island. They actually have a camping area, but you know, I suppose if you're big into all this caravans and RVs, because these RVs they got here are like, there's some of those suckers can be massive. Like the sides will come out and everything. That's literally like taking your house out on wheels. I know some drivers that retired and that do that. They'll spend 3 to 6 months going around the country and just seeing different states and just, I don't know. Maybe it would be something to do. Not that I'm retiring yet, but I'm just saying. But if it was something like that where I could just go around, which yes, I'm sort of doing that anyway. That you go around and you can stop and you know, because I want to go up to um, Washington State because I want to see the killer whales and stuff. But I'm just waiting to see another load that takes it up to go up that area, and then I'd like to go up that area, maybe the summertime or whatever. It all depends on when I get my passport sorted. Because then, like I said, I really want to go back to England for a couple of weeks. Go to the pub, go to the chippy. Love it. It's just going to be weird seeing my mum again and my brother in the flesh, you know, after flipping 9 years. I just hope my stomach can take the plane because it's, as you get older, you know, things change, and I ain't been on a plane for like about 9. I used to love going on those planes because they fly so high. Those transatlantic planes. Never come across any bloody turbulence or anything. I think I might do that tonight. Actually, I might look at Delta prices because I haven't looked at that for years. No doubt they would have gone up. I just don't know how much they've gone up. Because I was looking at getting like come back to Heathrow, grab a car, but then I'm looking at train stuff, and it's like, do you just get a train? You know, go into I know there's a train used to like the express thing from Heathrow to Waterloo, and Waterloo would get you to like South Coast pretty quick, and there'd be no. Yeah, you could go. I might do that actually. I might get a train, and then anywhere else I'm going, just grab a train because it's probably a quicker way to go around England on a train. You know, rather than trying to drive places in a car. Yeah, I might do that actually. I might use a train. We are not too far now. We are 5 minutes from Mississippi. I think we go down here, up the other side, then we go down again, and as we go up the other side again, I think that should be Mississippi. Stop a Meridian, get loads of that cheap fuel. State bore ahead. And if you look up here to the right, then you'll see it. I can't remember what it says about Mississippi. I think it says like Mississippi, the state, because it's obviously like a jazz is big here in Mississippi. I can't remember now because I can't remember the last time I was in Mississippi. It's weird because I haven't been down here for ages, and I choose to come down here, and the rest of the country's getting hammered with tornadoes and stuff like that. Don't know, somebody's looking after me because everybody else is going that way, and I'm coming this way, and seems luck is on my side. They just need to fix this flipping road. Okay, let's see what their sign says. Cuba. Yep, they've got a Cuba here in Alabama. And then we cross into, hold on, watch the, bloody hell. I used to run this area a lot when I was going to play like loads and stuff. But I just got fed up with it. I suppose that's the beauty of being able to just pick your loads. If you get fed up with the region, you can just move out and go somewhere else. That I do like because you can just decide on everything you're going to do, you know, where you're going, when you're going. Should be here. As we come down this hill, you should see a sign for Mississippi on the right, if it serves me right. Yeah, because then as we go up the other side, then you cross into Mississippi. And this is I-20. I can't remember if it says anything for Mississippi or if it just shows you, because every state you cross into. This is why generally you see people stood in front of these taking pictures, because it just proves to people what state they're in or where they are. It's all part of the holiday thing. Okay, it's down there on the right side now, that blue one, blue sign with the red in the middle. I can't remember if it says anything apart. Welcome to Mississippi, birthplace of America's music. Okay, I knew it had something about music, but I thought it was about jazz. But generally, it's all jazz, blues, that sort of stuff is more renowned for here. Now, are we going to get pulled in? because they're open because he's just got pulled. I got pulled as well, and I'm empty. They're obviously pulling everything. I don't want inspection, not today. Just like an easy day. Easy few days, actually. Right, let's see if we get the green light or the red light. Because if they're pulling everything, I don't know if they're going to target certain types of truck. Because I know the last time I got stopped 2 or 3 weeks back, they were checking tankers. You just wanted to look around and stuff. And okay, that was in Michigan. You got to keep it. See, then you got the cameras on the right. It's going to film my truck. Then you go over these weights or the scale. Okay, and we got a green. But if you look on the right, if I'd got pulled into that one over there, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the green, the building with the green roof. You'll see it in a minute. That other thing has got a big scanner that you bring your truck through, and it actually scans so they can see what's in your truck without. How the hell did that truck not get pulled in? Or was he blatantly blind? No, those things over there, they got actual scales as well. Sensor thing. But there is no DOT or anything here, so I don't know why they're just pulling us all in. Normally, if they pull everybody in, it's because they're doing inspections. And if they put you onto the scales, you're generally going to be the next one that will get pulled around and put over there on the right-hand side, going through their building. They're all sat there in the cool. And sometimes, like that police car, I don't know if there's a policeman in there, but they'll have a chase car ready, just in case you've been asked to come in and you've carried on driving. Because the problem is, if they're coming to get you, you're going to be in a whole world of problems. One, because of not stopping at when you asked to stop at a way station and everything else, they're going to go to town on you. So don't do it. Because if they got a chase car, it's going to go a lot faster than your truck. Come on. Let's go. Oh, you can feel the turbulence of that truck, though. That's why the truck's rocking. You gotta watch these log trucks. The one that's just going past me now. The amount of loose wood they have on that, and those things when that stuff comes off, that could do some real damage to your truck. That's why I don't like sitting behind those bloody log haulers because they won't spend a few minutes just to sweep that stuff off their truck. It's like no, lazy ass sods. That's crazy. A rest area though. Security provided. They have to have security at these flipping rest areas. That's madness, you know. Right, this is Meridian. Oh, there's another truck driver being nicked by the coppers. Oh, two of them. That truck did look a bit smacked up. I need to get this truck washed, I think. Ready for the blitz. Normally, if you got a decent, tidy-looking truck as well, they normally don't hassle you as well. It's when you got like a. I mean, some of these trucks look terrible. Tape hanging their lights on and stuff like that because they can't get the parts, or unfortunately they can't afford the parts or whatever. You get a lot of people getting in. A lot of these drivers start getting into some real issues. Well, it's about 5 minutes. I've got to stop and get fuel. It's at the other end of Meridian. The Flying J. 150. Hold on, Naval Extension 154. That's that one I'm thinking about. I don't remember that bloody hotel. Is that new? I don't remember that hotel. They've got a few hotels here. I'm not sure why, because it's not exactly a holiday area. I don't know what there is to do here, because there's not a lot left of it. Up here is where the end of it is. I don't know. Can't imagine those hotels are that flipping busy. Right, exit 151. Or you want? Let's get to the Flying J. Oh, building another hotel there. Well, the jackpot's $331 million. If anybody's done the lottery. See, they got caravans here on the left with like double decks. So you got like beds up in the top as well. Right, let's turn off here a minute. 151. I thought it was a Flying J. Nope, it's a pilot. Right. James Chaney. How busy this place is going to be because this fuel is cheap. I haven't seen it this cheap for a long time. Good year.
Turn at the first right onto Tommy Wet Drive. Turn at the first left.
It's a hot shotter.
Turn at the first right onto
The size of that trailer and what he's got on there compared to that pickup truck. Yeah, you're coming out the wrong way. This is the exit. The entrance, rather, sorry. Oh, you go there, mate. You've been waiting longer. Right. Let's wait for this guy to move in front of me. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look at all those trucks. There's a lot of trucks because the fuel's cheap. That's why everybody's coming here at the moment. I'd hate to think how many deliveries a day they get here to keep this thing going. Oh, Belfast has gone then. Pubs have changed a lot. Okay. For Pete's sake. Crunchy on the outside, smooth on the inside armadillo, yeah. Kentucky Fried Armadillos, yeah. People eat them. I can do it. They'll always tell you, if in doubt, tell everybody it tastes like chicken. Like I'm always told, oh, you want to try gator? It tastes like chicken. No, I guess I guarantee I don't want to try it, you know? Or flipping frogs' legs or any of that stuff. Ugh, snails. Good Lord. Why on earth would I want to do that, you know? Yeah, Garrison Trucking, that's a reefer trailer, because you can tell by the design. Just a big ass fridge trailer. Now, people do it though. They eat that stuff. Like I said, if you go out to Texas and you'll see the other types of roadkill, like roadrunners and skunk and stuff like that. I don't like going out. I don't like being out that way, like in the dark, because when you go out into Odessa and stuff, there's no lights. It's just pitch black. You can't see anything running until it's too late and you're going to hit it. So, a place like that, I don't drive at night because I don't want to crash. And I don't want to be taking out animals and stuff, you know? Not today. So, I've got 4 hours. So, we're going to go down. I don't know what they got in there, but I mean, it's obviously going to be, could be frozen stuff. Oh, he's moving. Pick up that driver. Let me throw this stuff because I don't want that in here. Well, he was moving because his brake lights. No, now he's doing it again. You going to move today, sir? Suit you. Okay, we are going. Oh, no, he's going to fill up the tank on the trailer. Because the trailer's got a refrigeration motor on there, so he's got to fill up that one with diesel. And the hoses won't reach that far. Yeah. It's funny though, because it's like somebody's trucks. If they're empty, they will leave a door open at night just in case, just so they can check in the morning if anybody's jumped in their truck. Because you never know who's going to be jumping in where, you know. But they mostly, the biggest ones they've been catching is like in Texas. They come into Texas, and unfortunately, they've had ones where people are dying in those trucks because they're packed into the truck in such heat. What was the one? There was one down in, that was like Dallas a while back. But I think it was about 14 people died in it. It was something crazy. Yeah. Yeah, there's certainly gonna be cool in there. I don't think any of them would actually want to jump. Well, I'm not saying they don't. I don't think any tanker things of. I know you could put compartments in, but the problem is if you seal it, it better have somewhere breathing because you'd suffocate in one of these trailers once you seal down that lid. Let's accept that load. because that is Connolly to pick it on the 14th from Command Runner. Oops. Wait. 8 o'clock. Let's try to change that to 8. I'm just adjusting my clock stuff a minute. Because I booked another load. Which is going to bring me back down to Memphis. And then right back up to top end of Pennsylvania. So back to that one. And then we are going to go how far? No, this one. Which is 734. 17th. What am I thinking? Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee. I get loaded there, and then I go back up to Mountaintop. That's why if you look at one of the shorts on my thing, the place you go to is called Mountaintop, and I put that music. There was a band in the. Oh God, now I'm showing my age. Was it the 80s? Yeah, it would have been the 80s. And they were called Rockers Revenge, and they did a record called Mountain. Your man, you're walking on sunshine. Well, in there it says about going to the mountaintop. That's why I used that bit in the record because I thought it was funny. 16th. Okay, now why won't you review yourself, computer? I hate computers. My God, update yourself. Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee. We've got like an OC there, and there's also there's one or two places we pick up from, but the one I'm going to is always great. Never any hassle. You can't be any more helpful than they are. They're a good bunch, so I like going there. You're in and out quick. No messing about. That's the kind of place I like going to. Come on, 17, 7. I'm just adjusting my ETAs. What is this guy doing in front? Because I want to go. There's a bloody pickup truck behind him, so he's going to go straight in there. Pain in the bum. That's a pickup truck that does like the hot shots. They just rip the absolute ass off these trucks, off those pickup trucks, you know. Nope, that's wrong. That's not. That's right. Right, now we are going again. Let's go. I have to just push your truck, and we don't want to be doing that. Right, I'll be back in a mo because I've got to fill my truck up with some diesel. Let's see how. This is going to be cheap considering, because like I said, I've not seen it this cheap for a long time. So I will be back. cheaper than I thought. $273.76. And there's still stuff to come off that yet, so that was cheaper than I thought. Now, can I get out of here without wiping out that bucket? He's only done it. Holy heck. That place is getting busy as heck. You just want to get out. All right, we're going to go down I-59, so it looks like it's going to take us towards Louisiana, which I don't mind. I don't want to take any back roads. I just want to stick with a normal interstate motorway. See, we're going to go down here and go left. Now, if you carry straight on, that will take you into Dallas, Texas, which is right over the other side of Texas. Texas is a big-ass state. So even though we're going to Houston to Dallas, even though they're both in Texas, I think it's about 275 miles apart. And if you go out in the sticks and stuff like that, because my brother, he used to live out in Hazel, which is near Hallettsville. That's sort of like out in the middle, and it was out in the middle of nowhere. Because when I came to see him a few times, you could, like, your phone didn't work. You just went off the map. Just like no sound or anything. Well, good Lord, you know. But Texas, I do like Texas, you know. Can't knock it. This, but over on the left-hand side is this Air National Guard. In a minute, let's see what's there today. It's big. Our idea in England would be like the TA. I don't know if that's still, whether it's changed name or whatever, but it was always Territorial Army. But this stuff, these guys have got, it's just like the normal military, you know. They got all the hardware and everything. Montgomery National Guard. Yeah, they got 1, 2, 3, 5 Chinooks there. Can't really show you, but trust me, there's 5 Chinooks. 1, 2, 3 fuel tankers. So it's obviously a very useful area. 4 tankers, I lied, 4. Some more useless information, but just in case you need to keep that, write that down, keep that in your pocket. Right, we're going to go left, but yeah, like I said, if you carry on down this, which one's this going to, yeah, because it's, come on, map. We're going to New Orleans. But if you carry on, that takes you through Jackson, Mississippi, and then on to Texas. But we're not, we're going to come in through this way. Because we're going to Houston, so we're coming in the other side of Texas. How many hours have I got left? I've got 4.5 hours, 4 hours, knock out about 2, 240. I wonder if we got enough to get to reserve. Possibly. It'd be good if we could get the reserve in Louisiana. At least I could stop there and do washing stuff. I ain't got to mess around tomorrow. Then I could just go to Houston, swap the trailers, get loaded, and then get out of Texas. Because it's Friday tomorrow, so it's still a working day, which means you got to try and get in and out in between the traffic rush hours, because they got big traffic in Houston. Once you get onto some of that thing, and you got those like the 8 lanes. Yeah, it's a bit much. That passenger's reading it, but I could not read a book while being in motion. That makes me feel sick. If I try reading or looking at something, I don't know why, just does. Don't like it. Certainly as a passenger. Well, yeah, because that would be the only time you would be reading a book, unless you're driving a Tesla. But I don't think I'm going to have some car controlling what I'm doing. No way. No way, Jose. Oh, what was that? Pilot, Mississippi. Yeah, we put out a lane. If you see a truck or anything really parked in that emergency lane, you're supposed to gently like pull out one lane over, because the turbulence of these trucks coming past you and getting this close to you, it's not good. Don't know if we will. We may or may not lose reception along here at certain points. Can't remember if we do or not. I don't think we. I think it's just Alabama. Quote me on that, because I said I haven't been out here for a long, long time. Certainly a lot of woodland. I think it might be further. Was it further down here where a tornado come through, and you can see where was it the fifth? I think it's this one, I-59, and you'll see where it just come through and just snaps trees in half, like whole swages are just gone. Like if you go down to Florida, after Florida's been hit by a major storm, you'll see trees down there where they've just been snapped like matchsticks, because these storms get so powerful. But they have more. There's an I-55 that comes from Jacksonville, which was further down. That drops down to Louisiana. They're two good roads. And then obviously this says this one we go onto I-12 interstate, and then I-12 goes onto I-10. But I-10 is probably the most. I-10 goes all the way from Florida to El Paso. So you're probably talking, God, 2,000 miles that road. It's insane. from Florida to the Mexican border. But this one, it doesn't often. I never see it packed or anything like that. It's just a very light road, but it's such a quick road down to New Orleans. I wonder if I stop for bloody. If I stop for 30 minutes, I'll gain back 15 minutes. That would give me. Yeah, I might have to stop at a rest area for 30 minutes because that extra 15 minutes is the difference between getting from here to reserve or not. Because if I hit the traffic, that comes to literally like a standstill. And that would be so handy if I could get to reserve. It just feels like it's no hold on 250. Bloody fire's that then. Um, 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 um. Chunky River. Chunky River. What on earth does that mean? Chunky River. Clark County. Uh-oh. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Starting to spit with rain. They have like contractors come through with tractors though, cutting all that grass. They must spend a fortune on these. Every state has like hundreds of just tractors with lawnmowers just going up and down, up and down, up and down, just to cut all this grass. And then it grows back like a couple of weeks later. Then they're up and down, up and down. Because once you get all that rain and all that heat, everything just accelerates trying to grow, you know? Yeah, this one I remember this one did have got hit by a tornado, and this, but I'm trying to think how long ago it was. So I don't even know if you'd see the damage now. I remember it was like a big, like area like this of trees, and you could see where it had been like leveled by a tornado. Because they quite often get tornadoes here in Mississippi. Mississippi and Louisiana, I mean, it must be a nightmare because they're trying to get, you generally, I think, from what I understand, you can't get like housing insurance, or, you can't get insurance for like your house and whatever. So, because it's guaranteed to see some sort of hurricane or, tornado or flooding. And because Louisiana is built below the waterline, it doesn't take much to overrun like bayous or like the dams and stuff like that before that water starts coming piling straight in, like Katrina, you know. I thought it was somewhere here, to be honest. The trees were just like cutting off. I'm trying to see. No, no. Somewhere along here, I think, on the left, on my left, were some of the trees that had been wiped out. Was it here? No, no, that couldn't have been there. I remember following a drunk driver down here one night. It's about 3 in the morning, and that driver was so drunk. They were going all over the flipping road, each sides of this, and on that emergency lane. They couldn't maintain a straight line, and you're trying to flash them to get them to, to either stop or get out the flipping way. But then you don't know about stopping them because you don't know what you're up against. But trying to get past a drunk driver at 3 in the morning that I think it was a he, might have been a she, but they were just completely blottoed. How on earth they got in their car and even started the car, I don't know. But you do get to see stuff out here. I've seen drink drivers just throwing their beer can straight out the window, like, I'm drunk. Rather than just being discreet or something. If you're drinking and you felt that you had to drive on the road, yeah. But I think it's only been, must be this state. I think this is the only, yeah, because I've seen 2 drunk car drivers and a drunk tanker driver, which was the most, that was the craziest thing I ever come across. Going behind a drunk tanker driver in the daytime. This was like, I think it was about 2 in the afternoon. So, I mean, how on earth you're drunk by 2 o'clock in the afternoon and in charge of driving a tanker? And I kept trying to get past him, but he was swerving all over the road. Nearly had a couple of head-ons. I got on the CB and told him to, in no few words, you basically need to get off. Guys, I'm going to force you off. Because he nearly had a couple of head-ons with cars going around bends because he just couldn't even, I don't know. And then he starts getting on there, and you can tell he's just slurring on the CB, like just not making any sense. But he turned off before that. Where I got pulled in those scales back there, there is a road that comes onto that in I-20, and he turned off before that, went up some other road thing, and I carried on to I-20. But then you could hear other people on the CBs just telling him what they think. I just never seen that before. 2 o'clock in the afternoon driving. I mean, I don't know if a copper caught him in the end or not, because the copper wouldn't have messed about. They would have just dragged him out. They wouldn't care about anything. You're coming out of that truck. Boom. And then I had to help the coppers one time to coming out of Houston, going back to Atlanta. Yeah, there was a drugged up driver, and his car only had three wheels. One of his front left wheel was gone, and this guy's on drugs. He's just absolutely spaced out, and this police car trying to stop him. And I was like about a couple of miles behind, but I could see that time of the morning. You could see flashing lights ahead of you, and the police would like us to try and help him if they can, because if you'll see that again on some YouTube videos. But yeah, I eventually started coming past them, and I just kept my hand on the horn just to try and startle this driver. And in the end, I pulled in front of him, put my hazards on, then slammed my brakes on. So the guy was forced into a stop, and that's when that copper come flying out of that car with a gun in his hand, and I could hear him screaming at the guy, and I jumped out of this truck to go and help to see if the copper needed help, and which obviously he didn't because he was pretty handy with his gun. But it was just weird running. I've never run towards something like that where somebody's screaming to go and there's a gun in, because I never have. And it kind of just, it bothered me after when I'm driving back, and you're thinking, Jesus, you just sort of like just ran into that. You didn't know what you ran into. But would I do it again? Probably, but I'd be a bit more apprehensive about getting out the cab if there's guns flying around outside. I'm just not used to guns. But you got to do what you got to do. And even though, I know certain people get funny about coppers and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, that was a bloke. That could go any direction. And the guy on the drugs, he didn't look drunk. He just looked like he was on drugs, because a drunk would be slur and stuff like that. He wasn't. He was just like looking around, almost with like a startled face and stuff like that. He just looked more with it than you would in drinking, but absolutely not completely with it. So, but yeah, I just don't know if I would. I don't know. You can't say things until you're there, and just suddenly something kicks in and you do what you think is the right thing to do at that time. I need to find a flipping um rest area. Well, absolutely somewhere certain where it's I'm out of the way. Let's see. I'm trying to think where the nearest flipping. Yeah. There's got to be a rest area along here. There always is. There's got to be at least a couple. Come on. Oh, it's hot. It's getting hotter still. Come on. They do some deals out of here. I've seen ones like you can buy like a house and a lot. But I mean, granted, at the moment there's nothing out here, but it's the tornadoes. That's why I don't think I'd want to move to Mississippi. I do like Texas, not Texas, Georgia. Well, no, I mean I like Texas, but still want to live in Georgia. I suppose because I've just been there all the time, you know. Anybody thinking they're coming over like holidays and stuff, I do recommend it. If you've never been to America, it's different. I mean, granted, they drive on the wrong side of the road here. You got to get used to that, but it is worth it. I mean, it's like where I am in Georgia. That Georgia aquarium. Yeah, I don't like to see animals caged up like that, but if you go to that Georgia aquarium, that is they got a massive, like one of the tanks is 6 million gallons. Um, and to see like whale sharks swimming around in there with all these other huge fish and dolphins and belugas and stuff like that, it's just insane to see it. So when you go into like downtown Atlanta and you've got the Georgia Aquarium, you've got the Coca-Cola place, you've got, oh, who else is it? Coca-Cola, Georgia Aquarium, um, the CNN building and stuff like that, and it's got everything that I like to say. And my favorite place on this planet is Jacko Island down in Savannah, which is a beach. I just absolutely love it. It's on the Atlantic side, so the water isn't clear, but that puts like the real youngsters off that are going to come here, get trashed, and just make it horrible. But if you go there in the summertime, you can walk all the way around this beach. The beach is about, I'm thinking 3 to 4 miles, which is great. Just walking in the sand or walking like putting your feet through the water and stuff like that, and just finding all the the shells and watching the old shrimp boats go up and down. I love sitting on the beach and just it's just the you got to be there. So I would recommend anybody that wants to go to America, try Jacko Island out. Put that on your list of places to visit, as well as the Georgia Aquarium. And then there's lots of places you can go around. That's what I think I'll start doing more. As the time allows, I'll start stopping more in states and just Uber and stuff because it's easy taking this then because you can. Most of the states we've got like a parking lot, so you can park your truck there and stuff, and then just get an Uber. Or like that one in New York, um, that cost me from getting an Uber from where I parked the truck at our truck stop thing to the train station was $3, and then from the train station into central New York was like $22, 44 return. So I think I paid like $50 for a return on Uber and on the train to get in and out of New York City. And then my cousin likes to walk a lot more, even more than I do. So we saw everything. We saw like well, not the World Trade, so whatever you call it now, Freedom Tower, Statue of Liberty. If you look on my shorts, you'll see the view from the hotel in New York. You'll see Statue of Liberty, which I thought it was an awful lot bigger, but it's not. It's really not. Um, I took a few pictures of yeah. The hotel room was mental to see that. Um, yeah, I'd recommend anyone as well go to New York. There's lots of nice states, and there's lots of good things going on with them. I'm not sure about Chicago. That's like gun central. Oh, I don't know if I would. I mean, Chicago, I'm sure it's got some really nice places, but it's got some terrible gun stats, for people being shot and things like that. Yeah, I've got to stay in Georgia. But I think I'd like to I'm going to do a weekend, I think, or get a load. I think I'll get a load to Savannah, drop the trailer off, drive this down to Jacko Island, and just get a hotel room for the weekend. Sit on the beach and have yeah, and that's going to be cheap. One of those hotel things they got there with like the balcony and everything you need. If you booked in on the Saturday, you could stay there even if you just stayed there Saturday night, come out Sunday, picked up another load of deliveries from Savannah, and then off you go. Just got to plan it out, I suppose, and you can make it work. But I need to go back to Jack. I've not been to Jacko Island for like 2 or 3 years. And like I said, it's my favourite place. I like it. Anybody in here, you should Google it. Google Jacko Island, which is JECKYL, I think. Jacko Island, Georgia. And you see what I mean. You'll say, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. I would go there. Yeah, but you can't. You're going to ask me first because that's my special place. But it's just great. When you walk from the hotel, it's literally like 200 feet and then you're on the beach. And they've got a huge turtle hospital there to save turtles and to bring them back to they've been caught up on nets or hurt or whatever. Recuperation. They'll get everything done there. And when you go there, you look at the size. I mean, some of these turtles are gigantic. Again, when you see them on TV, it's only when you see them in real life that you can work out how big these suckers are, and they are big. God, all you can smell is you can Smell that grass they're cutting. 1, 2, 4, 5. You know, all this money on these tractors, and that's all they'll do between now and the end of summer is just keep coming up and down here and just cutting the grass. They've missed loads of bits. I wonder if I should just go back and say, hey, if you can do a job, do it properly. I'm tempted to drive back though, actually. No, I think that would be dumb. Oh, come on, rest area, for Pete's sake. Aha! It's a blue sign. Blue sign generally means rest area. Generally. Parking area. That's just as good. A parking area at 1 mile. With no security. Excellent. Can we all just stop getting shot? I think it's that one. One mile. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to grab a bottle of water as well. Because I is thirsty. Right, let's park here quickly. Check to see if I can do a 30-minute break. If I can do a 30-minute break, I'll get that rest of that time back. And I can quickly calculate how far it is to bloody reserve. Trucks. Right, let's have a look. What does that say? 401. Oh, come on. Off duty. Let's take a break. 30-minute break. Right, what will that give us back? We got 4 hours, 1 minute at the moment. And we would have 4:14. That might work actually. Yeah, we might as well just sit here for a minute if you don't mind. Oh, blimey, you lot are still talking lots. Into a... Yes, but not this. Unfortunately, 36 years of driving. Good Lord. Kenzie's in there again. Hello, Kenzie. Sean. Not ignoring you, I'm just seeing who's in here. Let me get a bottle of water. Well, I need to put water in the fridge because it is going to be a hot one. Let me just put this water in the fridge. So I've got cold water for tonight. God, thirsty. Let me put this in my book. I don't know if this is actually live. I don't know. Is JJ live or Society X live or Mr. Torbs? Because I can't tell. Does anybody know? So Sean, what? Because the Kenzie's in here now. She's got one of the best accents. Because if she speaks like a Liverpudlian or Liverpool, that's a wicked. Even though I think obviously London is superior because I'm from London. So what part originally are you from, Sean? Oh, JJ was live. Oh, bugger. I didn't know that. Bugger. Bum, 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 bum. I think it was this one. Because you live in Wales, Sean. So does that mean that are you born in Wales? Does that mean you speak Welsh? Well, you speak, with a Welsh. I don't know how you class it really, actually, because when you say a Welsh accent, a genuine Welsh voice is very, very different. Oh, Cumbrian. Okay. What language is Cumbrian then? What would that come under? Because Cumbria, that's north, isn't it? If it serves me right. This is a pilot. Pilot, Mississippi. What's today's date? I've been all these years and I still can't get the date round the right way. We normally do like the day, the month, the year. They do the month, the day, the year. So sometimes I put in rubbish. I don't know what I'm talking about, 5924. 27376 83235. Oh, what is this on the other side? I don't know. Oh. Oh, I thought you said sorry. I read it as Cumbria. I'm a dork. Sorry. 2, 4. Yesterday was the 8th. Where I know I stopped at 2 places yesterday. I'll have to write. I stopped at Flying J in Kentucky. Then Flying J in Tennessee. Knoxville, Tennessee. Right. So I've got 2 on there. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so I'm going to write those 2 down. No proper Welsh. So you probably do you watch what's his name? Oh God. Right or wrong? Tyrone. Oldish. Well, no, I'm being rude. An older chap, and that's what I'm trying to say. An older chap than me. Is it that type where? Because I used to have a friend who was Welsh. He was, yeah, he was funny. I like all the. That's the one thing I like listening to on YouTube on this thing because you hear all the different voice, all the different accents and stuff. I've not been accused yet of sounding an American because I don't think I do, and I don't think I. But I do have a friend here that's got like a weird. He's like he's been here half his life. I think he's about 40, 45, but he's been in like 20 odd years, and he's just got a weird British American like Australian thing. I always call him a hybrid because he sounds odd. When I first heard him, I thought he was Australian. And then when I got used to him more, then you can see now you can hear because he was from oh bloody hell, around the M25. Where did he was from? Oh, I can't think of it now. For the love of money, I cannot think his. No, but yeah, he just had a weird type of thing going on. But they're supposed to be about oh, was it Slough? Might have been that area. I'm thinking about it. It was like round 25. It wasn't. It wasn't like Camberley or anything like that. It was more because he served in the army. He was in the army for a little while. Um, but he just sounded like funny. I don't. JPM he's the real he's the real Don. Him and JJ. Yeah, I think they could be gangsters, like gangster brothers. Or what's his face? Sparky. James has got like a special microphone though now. It's like it adds extra London to his voice, you know. um, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll let this live run for about 20 minutes, then I'll jump off because I need to use my phone to try and work out the best way whether I stop in reserve tonight or whether I, because trying to Louisiana doesn't, certain roads don't have a lot of parking areas for trucks, and I don't want to get caught short running my time out with nowhere to go, to park. So we can hang for 20 minutes, ladies and gents. Um, I don't know. It's just that when you listen to Tyrone, he's got a real strong, like Boyol, that sort of. And I'm not being derogatory. I'm just saying, but this sounds like that type of thing. I don't know about Ministry because Ministry lives in Wales, doesn't he? I don't know if he was born in Wales, but I don't know because he doesn't sound Welsh, but he obviously lives in Wales. Oh, welcome to flipping Bugland, Mississippi. Golly, I tell you what, once I've been through and I come back through, my windscreen will look like there's been a bloodbath on it. They got the nastiest explosive bugs I've ever seen. They're all horrible colours. Like I hit one here. I don't know if you can. There, this monstrosity. But you end up your whole window covered in that in multicolours of guts. So yeah, perhaps I'll wash the truck after I've left Mississippi because it's going to be nasty. Real nasty. Oh, that's what I need to do. Let me grab my other book. Hold on. So this Friday. Huh. Okay. This is getting good. I'll write down what I've got to do over a month in my set targets in my own mind. That's one thing that's changed my mind in the last since things went a bit a bit sideways. One of the things that sort of made me do now is I have to write down everything of what I've got to do in that month, because that gets me through the month. Then I start ticking stuff off, knowing that every time I tick some off, I feel so much better because you would not realize what it's been like. So it's been hard, but now life is so much better, way better. I know he's in Wales. I can't remember what he said. Towny. I ain't heard that word before. Towny. um, yeah, Tyrone, like I say, he's a nice guy, Tyrone. He gets into some awkward things, but heck, it is what it is. What do you do? So can I get to? I bet Josh really is he's probably seriously into steaks and things. He's just put vegan on to try and throw everybody. I'm just messing about you, Josh. Ice Mountain water, which is a little bit warm at the moment. It's not really ice. 100% natural spring water. So, Sean and Josh, what do you got planned for tonight? Anything or nothing? JPM, what are you doing tonight? You gangster. And then you got Mr. Benson, the would-be gangster. Quimbra. Oh yeah, I thought it was Cumbria. What a dork I am. You don't have to agree with me, JPM. Let me look. How many hours have I got? I'll have 11. I've easily got the bloody hours to get there. That's a certainty. And that's Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I pick up 10. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder. Oh, okay. Ah, nice. Hold on. I'm going for my. Oh, okay. Leaving everyone. Who's doing the barbecue then? Well, you got a family barbecue going on, or whatever hubby things, family. 401. Let's take out this one. Accept. Yep, got that. 120 miles. Which way is that gonna bloody take me? Just no time today. That's why I need to put that on this truck. That thing from James Bond, No Time to Die. Because I don't have any time to die at the moment. Gotta run, 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 run. I was watching JJ's from when you did an early one before Nutter, and there was JJ, UJPM, Arkash, Sir Drama, and Jason. It was just funny that you lot were all just singing like the old. Thought it was mud, then it was Shawadu Waddy and stuff like that. It was just funny listening to it, You lot all getting into it. All right, okay. Pick up your daughter then for having everybody over. God, I can't remember last time I did a barbecue. I think once I get a new house, that's it. I'm going to get those crazy big barbecues, the ones that just do everything and anything. You just leave it outside, and it's like literally your kitchen outside. I still got to have a proper British man's cave, not an American cave. I don't care what JPM says. I'm still going to because I want the Vespa sat in there. I like all that stuff from yesteryear. Get some Scar posters and get the floor done up like Scar. Be good. Get some reggae stuff put in there. Be a home from home. Yeah, you got to be careful singing and stuff when you're drunk because you might sound like a pub singer or karaoke or drink and going live on something's not a thing to do. I've done that before. Oh, I did that last weekend actually when I was in my hotel room. I didn't care because I was on time off because my truck was in the workshop and I was just in a hotel. Not remembering half the stuff I said because even Paul Paul Dunn was saying that keeps taking the mick out of me about Africa and stuff like that, and I don't remember half the bloody stuff I was waffling on about in the end. But if I get drunk, I just get funny. I get funny as in joking. I don't get all offensive. If you start getting offensive and punchy, then you don't need to drink. That's not how it rolls. But I like having a drink and just having a giggle, Don't want to get out there, give them the grief and junk. Yeah, I'm staying here because I'm too committed now to this country, as in regarding it's like I'm 56 now. If I came back to England, yes, I could sell this truck off here, I could sell the car off here, but a 56-year-old guy starting from zero again in this climate in England, that ain't it. It's just not worth it. So I'll just stay here and make the most of it. I mean, I have a good life. Don't get me wrong, and I'm set up. I'm set up. I'm not gonna go wrong here, and I'm very fortunate what's happened. In the way of things in my past life have helped me get now, like business, private pensions, everything else that. So I'm gonna be fine, but it's always gonna be awkward being in a country on your own and you've got no blood family and stuff like that. That's why I'm desperate to get back to see my mum and my brother, um, because I want to see them. Everybody else sees their families. I don't see mine, and I haven't seen them for years. And the marriage and relationship I was in, it was yeah, it shouldn't have been like that anyway. But no. But chance that yeah, I'm staying here. But I would always keep coming back to England every now and then. Once I got my passport, then I can just keep going back there. Because, like I said, I'm fortunate in my situation that I can literally drop things at a hat and just go. But I want to hurry up, get a house, get it bought and paid for, so I can just take it easy. So there. Yeah, I appreciate that. Uh, yeah, the homesick's never going to go because you're always going to miss a place you lived at for most of your life. And I didn't anticipate things would go like this at first, but now it's for the best. The more I work it out, it's more of it's definitely for the best because it takes two to tango, as they say. You both got to be committed. It can't be just one of you committed and doing everything while the other person is taking a piss. So I would rather just do what I do and do my nice Paul Dunn, speak of the devil, and he should appear. I was just saying, um, hold on, happy yeah, it is actually. Just missed them, but yeah, they definitely do it for a reason. No, Paul, I was just saying to Sean that I don't often drink like that, but I was drinking in the hotel, and so I was just goofing around because when I drink, and I said, and then you keep reminding me about stuff, and after I don't even remember saying, and I just agreeing with you. But I know I don't get gobby because I just know I don't. Everybody always says that I just get funny, like jokey. I know that like sometimes when things, if you drink, obviously things you're storing away will come out, but I generally try to hold those sort of things to myself and have a bit of a shout and go when nobody's around. Let off some steam. But yeah, I see different things. Being here, seeing these scenes and things out. Yeah, I got to be thankful for the stuff I do and what I do see and stuff like that. I'm living a life way better than millions and billions of people, and I need to just realize that every single time I wake up and not get down about anything and realize, I know. That's what he told me. He said, Paul keeps saying something about Africa, and I don't remember what on earth I said. um, live her own life. Oh, oh right, so she was living with you. Yeah, that's got to be difficult letting your kids go, because especially for a woman, it's that maternal thing, something that blokes can never fully understand, but a woman absolutely can understand, Yeah, yeah, don't you jump on that one because I don't even know what I said. I know a couple of times Paul will say, "Yeah, big up Africa," and I'm like, "Yeah, big up Africa." I'm thinking, what on earth is he talking about? So yeah, I know, because I know I'm not a mouthy sod when I get drinking and whatever. I just get stupid and then I just go to sleep. But it's good to drink when you're happy. If you're happy and you sat there, and that's what I would enjoy sitting out at like the house, was just sitting out about in the chair in the warm, the quiet, warm heat, quiet, just hearing birds singing and going, and just sat there with a bottle of Stella. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Oh well, she's finding her feet and stuff, isn't she? I suppose. Yeah, but sometimes it gets having a drink on your own. Sometimes is a bit weird. Like if I go out to like yesterday, I stopped at a steakhouse. I had a sort of bought myself some tea because I was getting too lazy. I couldn't be bothered to make something, and I was the wrong side. I'd gone to pick up this iPad, and I was sort of like wrong side of the traffic. If I'd come back through old just metal traffic, I thought, sod it, I might as well just grab some tea, and I'll go back to the yard after. So then I stopped to Outbacks and just got like a steak and mashed potato and stuff like that, and then I bought myself like a pint of Stella. But then, like I say, you feel awkward just sat there drinking on your own. Yeah, it definitely is good to have a giggle. Yes, the truckers I know, yeah, they can get well. Tolga's in it. Tolga's not a trucker, but Tolga knows the truckers I know, and they can get pretty crazy with stuff. I don't think I'd want to go meet up with some of them because they're a bit dangerous. It's better just to talk to them online through YouTube. Anyway, I better go because I need to use this phone as well now, so I can just quickly plot whether I go back to reserve or whether I go carry on down to Houston tonight or that way. But I appreciate everybody that's come on here today. Absolutely. You know, great for coming along with me. I hope this stuff like this keeps everybody interested in doing what if they want to see stuff. If you don't, you don't have to. But with that being said, everybody have a great evening or a great morning or a great dinner time or whatever, and no doubt I'll catch you. I will be back on tomorrow because I'll be going into Houston and stuff like that. So big up everybody, Sean, Tolga, Paul, Well, I JPM. Laters.